News polls show Democrats leading in several key Senate races heading into November. In Georgia, incumbent Senator Jon Ossoff is leading his Republican challenger, Mike Collins, by 13 points. In North Carolina, Democrat Roy Cooper leads Republican Michael Whatley in 9 points in the race to fill the state's open Senate seat. In Ohio, former Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown is ahead of Republican incumbent Senator John Husted
was he the guy? No, he wasn't the guy that said that for it yesterday. That was the other one. Okay.
There was somebody just cursing like a sailor. Marino.
It was Marino. Okay.
Yeah. In Iowa.
Can you imagine somebody using the F word in public space?
Especially just in that setting, it just seemed very performative.
Never mind. Actually, I have done that.
You have,
before.
but
My bad.
Anywho.
Yeah.
In Iowa, Democrat Josh Turek holds a narrow 4-point lead over Republican Ashley Hinson right now. Joining the conversation, we have MS Now contributors Elise Jordan and Mike Barnicle, as well as political strategist Guy Cecil. He's the president of American Horizon, a newly launched initiative seeking to build a more durable and winning Democratic coalition while expanding the party's appeal.
Guy, it's great.
He's got a lot to do.
He's got a lot, man.
Busy guy.
Well, especially if you're doing that with the Democrats.
Jeez.
Holy cow.
You're going to be working 24/7.
We're always organized. We're always organized.
Good luck. It makes Denzel Washington's job and, Return of the Titans seem easy. My God. All right, so some of these numbers are just shocking, especially from the Deep South, my neck of the woods, Georgia. You've got a Democrat up 13. North Carolina got a Democrat up 9. I got to say, both of them are just running extraordinary campaigns. Really surprised by Ohio. I think that's going to be a tight race, but I understand the Republican candidate there is just kind of weak. And people know they know Sherrod very well. He's a populist, and this does seem to be a good year for him. Iowa, a shock. And Texas, we had a poll out showing that Tallarico was up 5 points. So that's all the great news for Democrats. Let's talk about, though, news this morning. Elon Musk is revving up his PACs again. He's going to spend a ton of money. You have all the other tech guys and all of the crypto bros are going to be just spending hundreds of millions. I mean, the Republicans are going to have more money, and the Democrats, well, the DNC's bankrupt and they're Democrats. So how does this all sort itself out?
Well, as a former executive director of the DSEC, when you have an election cycle where the wind is at your back, your first responsibility is protecting incumbents, and your second is to build as many states as possible to create the largest possible path to the majority. And we've mentioned the obvious ones this morning, including places like Texas. But you look at Alaska, a great opportunity for Democrats there. You look at a place like Kansas, whose primary is on Tuesday. We think there's an opportunity to be competitive there. Across the board, the DSEC and Democrats have done a good job of expanding the map as big as possible. But you're right, there is a huge financial disadvantage. It's larger than any midterm that I can remember in the last 20 years. And Democratic donors need to step up and make sure that we are funding the DSEC and Senate Majority PAC and other organizations that are focused not just on the Senate, but those up and down the ballot.
Yeah, man, the financial disadvantage for Democrats is just massive, like nothing I've ever seen in politics. Katty Kay, we'll throw it to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the problem, right? You've got all of this energy, an 11-point energy surplus for the Democrats around the country, but you've now got this news of terrible financial situation where they're literally having to mortgage their buildings at the DNC in order to try to raise some money. And you've got a race like Maine, which has been thrown up in the air. I mean, presumably that would have been one of the Senate races that the Democrats was hoping to pick up. You've also got a question mark over Michigan. Elise, how does this, yes, good numbers from Texas, yes, good numbers from Ohio, yes, good numbers from Iowa, uncertain in Maine, and Michigan still depending probably on that primary, right?
Well, Michigan, too, if Democrats can't win that seat in Michigan, their odds of regaining the Senate are very, very low. And that race, what happens in the primary next week, is just going to be so decisive in terms of the broader contours of the Democratic Party and their messaging going into this midterm cycle. So looking at, is this race going to become nationalized, where Republicans try to take Dr. Abdul El-Sayed and the Democratic Socialist of America, the DSA, and make that the national brand? Is that going to be what their message is going into the 2026 midterms?